What's happening, YouTube? This is page 305 on my first real video. This one's be about my AR15 build. I know there's a lot of them out there, but this is kind of in response to nutnfacys, a perfect AR15, and that's what I was going for when I built this one. It's not my first build. I've done several other ones for family, friends, or maybe I sold them. But this is the one I figured was the best. You know, a lot of thought went into this one before I did it. And I kind of try to base it off an old scout setup. The first video I ever watched how me build it was done by Master Moose. So a big thank you out to him. He did a great video. I wish I had a better setup to film this on, but I'm doing it mostly on my camera. So it's probably not going to be the greatest quality, but I'll do what I can. It's also kind of a budget build. I teach high school. I don't have a whole lot of money, especially to spare on this stuff whenever I'm paying for college loans and things like that. So it took a lot of planning. Probably took me 6 months to get all the parts together, but I finally got something I really like and I'm really proud of. I guess start to front to back on this. I just kept a regular A2 style muzzle brake. I might want to step that up. I really like the Phantoms. Might want to put one of those on there someday. And if I do get a different one, I'm probably going to have it Duracoated, just like the rest of the rifle is. I just didn't get that done at the time because I don't think it's going to stay. The barrel is a mid-length, cold hammer forged, 1-in-7 twist rate. I really wanted to do something a little more mil-spec, so I went with the 1-in-7 twist rate over the 1-in-9. And I like the cold hammer forge. You know, they say you get a lot more lifetime out of it than you do all the other barrels. But it was a little more costly because of that. This light right here you see is just a stream light done by Cabela's. I picked this up when I worked for Cabela's in college, I think for $26 with my employee discounts. I like that a lot. The CR123 batteries I burned through quite a bit, but other than that, it's a pretty good buy. The mount is just an all-set mount. I see these all over the place. They're pretty common. It works for a light. I wouldn't try to do any lasers or anything with it. I don't know what kind of accuracy you get from it just sitting on there like that. But it worked out good. I got that and a few other things just by grabbing them out of a box at a gun show. When I just told the guys, like, hey, how about, you know, $30 for all this? And he said, sure. Mid-length MOE 4-in. I really love the MOE. I love Magpul everything. Just basically, it's good stuff. I like it a lot. The mid-length, I think it looks like a lot fuller rifle. I like it a lot more than the carbine length. Feel really good. Kind of reminds me of the old-timey triangular style, but not so intensely a triangle. Does great on sandbags. Does great holding the hand. I don't have any vertical grips on this AR-15 like I had on my other ones. I found out that I really don't use them that much. Kind of rather not have them on there. Maybe an AFG eventually, but nothing right now. I left the front sight post. I really like the way they look on rifles. My favorites for sure. And I like the idea of having backup sights. Moving on to the optics. A lot of people think that the front sight post will get in the way of this optic. This is a 1.5 power by 6. I never even see it, not even a 1.5 power. So I don't know if I'm sitting just above it because it's a 30mm tube, or if it just doesn't pick up in that level of magnification. This is the only thing that's probably going to get changed. This is a Caspa scope made by Weaver. 30mm tube, 32mm objective. It had a lot of eye relief on it. That's what I liked about it. I don't really care for the tactical turrets. I think they just kind of add weight, and I don't really know how to use them that well. I just went out of focus. But usually on my shots I have about 4 seconds to make the shot, so I'm usually not going to do it anyways. I love quick detach mounts because if something happens to your optics, I like being able to throw them off and just go them to your M-bus. Probably not the best open sight you can get, but it's about the lowest sitting one I could get on here to make that optic still work. But I think they're functional for a backup. I mean, that's what they are. They're backup sights. Lower receivers, Palmetto State Armory. I got a lot of my parts from Palmetto State Armory. I got the receiver actually from a guy here in town who was selling one. and it was just coincidental that he had Palmetto State Armory receivers. Actually, back on that cast, but those are really new still. I think the first video I saw of them was on YouTube at SHOT Show 2012. I'll probably sit on it for a little bit. I got a really good deal for the mount and the optic together was $200 even. So let me see how those turn out before I go and replace it. Down here, lower receiver, just standard parts kits. I got a K&S trigger pins, and to go inside here is a ALG ACT trigger. I noticed a difference between it and the mil specs. It's got a lot more crispness to it. It's a real fine breaking one. The lower parts kit I got in the whole kit together. It was the ACS kit in Palmetto State Armory. MOE, grip, ACS, buttstock. The ACS is a little bit longer, fully closed than all the other ones. This window, this is my one PMAG that I actually have. I meant to get more, but because of recent events, they've become a lot harder to get. And I like how this one matched the rest of the furniture. Whenever I had the Duracoat done on this, it was a buddy of mine. He charged me $200 for doing the whole gun plus 7 mags. And they were just the standard military mags, but I had them done in this color. So I have those to go on it, but PMags are nice. I like to have PMags. One thing when I built this rifle, I wanted to be able to hold as much extra stuff as I needed to. I know that kind of hurts on the weight a lot, but this was my kind of one that I didn't want to have to carry like a lot of accessories with, so everything that I was going to possibly need I wanted to have on the gun, kind of like how they used to do it, you know, with the cleaning kits and the buttstock and stuff. I don't have a lot for this one yet. I got some batteries to throw in these cheek pads, which the original reason I got this was because I wanted the cheek well. I ordered the STR from Palmetto State Armory in this color, and then they emailed me saying, hey, we're out, we're sorry, I could pick any other color I want, and they would throw in the ALG ACT trigger for free. And I said, well, you know, I've already bought all the furniture in the other color. Is there a way I can give me like the ACS for the same price? And he said, sure. So that was a really good hookup. My sling holder and these two pieces, along with the K&S trigger pins, is the guy. All the bits I got at the gun show just out of a box for like $30 or something like that. Saved me a lot of money than having to go buy that stuff on its own. See, I'm at 7:45. I don't really want to break it down with my phone right now because I'm pretty sure I'm shaking enough as it is, and you're all getting car sick from watching this. The bulk carrier group I have in it, I had to buy extra because it didn't come with the upper. But it's the M16 style with the, well, if you've seen an M16 style, you know what you're talking about. If you don't, just Google it. But I thought that was pretty neat, having a little more robust bulk carrier group. I don't know if it has any benefit to having it or not, but it's nice to have, I suppose. My charging handle comes from M1 Sales. I put that on there because I knew I was going to do glass optics. I like magnification if I can. I like how this one can go down to a 1.5, but I had the 6 there if I need it. This helps me get better access. I was probably going to put this on there even if I just ran a regular flip sight or a red dot that was pushed forward. But I really like this setup. I think it kind of goes along with what nutnfacys was talking about whenever he had his perfect rifle. I like glass as well. I really like this one because when I put it down to 1.5, it has a BDC inside of there, and you can illuminate it. I mean, I normally didn't care about that, but if you have it on 1.5, that BDC almost works like a red dot, and you just highlight your targets, hit, move on. It works for fast shooting. Some of the things I have in my buttstock right now is going to be a cloth for my lenses, bore snake, some batteries, a little packet of 6-hour lubricant, and a Liberty round. Before I sum up, I just want to mention that I too had the Butler Creek caps on mine. After breaking them twice, I decided to get rid of them, so that's why I don't have them anymore. Alright guys, there's my rifle. If you got any suggestions on how to make it better, please let me know, but I'm going to cut this off right at 10 minutes. Please comment and give me suggestions.